Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I'm here to give you my latest concert review. Not just any concert, this is one of those that you don't want to miss. Sanguisugabogg, Kublai Khan TX, Whitechapel, and Lorna Shore. Best tour package across North America right now. I don't think there's a better tour out there, and this is one that you definitely don't want to miss. They've only played 2 shows so far, Montreal last night, Toronto tonight, sold out at History. And I want to put the rest of the dates on the description of this video so you can check out and see if there's one near you. Maybe you can still find some tickets. I know they're selling out really quickly, but don't miss it. If you have a chance to go, don't miss it. There's a lot of great things about this tour package. And outside of the bands, obviously, the fact that you're going to hear Pain Remains from start to finish means that you're going to see some songs by Lorna Shore live that they've never played before, at least not until this tour got started. So the doors open at 5:30, Sanguisugabogg went on at 6:30, and on a lineup like this, it's not easy to be the first band out. In my opinion, the first band on any tour is there to really set the bar. Sometimes I hear, oh, they're there to warm up the crowd. No, they're there to set up the bar to what the expectations for the evening are going to be. It has to then surpass that bar. So it's a really important role from my opinion, and on a bill like this, it's not an easy role to have, and if there's a band that can do it, Sanguisugabogg is that band. They have that swag. They're not ones to be afraid of taking steps forward or of taking a stand or really representing who they are. These guys don't hold back. They have no fear, and they came into a packed house at History and they deliver a great performance. I mean, the circle pit was insane. The mosh pit in general was great. It was a crowd that came alive for them, that really enjoyed their set, as I did. I thought they put on a really tight set, super strong, great dynamics, working the crowd as much as working the stage, and then delivering their brand of metal, their brand of sound that definitely resonated with this fan base, even though obviously not everybody that was there is a fan of Sanguisugabogg or knew the band before going in. But the way they deliver their set, if you didn't know them, now you do, and if you were not a fan, now you are. Now after them came Kublai Khan TX. Let me tell you, these guys absolutely demolished it. My favorite band of the night. Not just because of the sound, not just because of what they provide sonically, vocally, but because of the way they interact with the audience. If Sanguisugabogg set the bar, these guys completely obliterated the bar. I've never seen a crowd like this at this venue. It was circle pit, was wall of death, was incredible mosh pits. The crowd was just insane. It was like somebody lit people on fire. Everybody was just going absolutely mental for the whole set, and Kublai Khan TX has one of the best frontmen in the business. Talk about creating not just singing or not just playing songs, but creating a performance. A performance that's as much about playing their music as it is as interacting with the audience and bringing the audience in to what the performance is all about. So there's 2 performances happening, the one in the pit and the one on stage. And these guys were phenomenal doing that. Great frontman, great attitude, great delivery, great swag. This guy has, this guy just has it. He just has it. It has it. So if you're in a band and you're a frontman and you want to kind of emulate someone or look at how things should be done in a live setting, go see some video, go watch Kublai Khan TX live. You'll get an idea of what a frontman should be all about. To me, this guy completely killed it, and the band was just off the chains. Favorite performance, hands down, of the evening. I just fell in love with the band. I'm a fan. They earn my fanhood, if you will, tonight with this kind of a performance. I would go see these guys any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Next comes Whitechapel. I mean, these guys are the grandfathers of deathcore. These guys have been around forever. Different kind of band, but following that performance by Kublai Khan TX, it's not easy. I felt like they put on a more professional delivery. They came on, they played their songs, they're left. Very little to no interaction with the audience. It was just more about delivering the songs and delivering the songs to the best of their ability which was great. I mean, the set was super tight. The sound was great. The vocals were phenomenal vocal performance by Phil. So I honestly felt that from a technical standpoint, from what you're getting musically and vocally out of the band, I couldn't ask for more. These guys delivered it. It's just that after seeing Kublai Khan and their interaction with the audience, and seeing the crowd react in the way that they did, there was a little bit of a slowdown once Whitechapel came in. The crowd wasn't as energetic, but the performance from the band did not pull that energy out of the crowd either. Like I said, a more professional outlook, going there, playing their songs, doing what they do best, and leaving. If that is enough for you from a fan standpoint, then I think you're going to be completely satisfied with Whitechapel, because sound-wise, vocally, everything was perfect. So from that standpoint, I think you're going to get your money's worth. It's just a tough act to follow, because in your mind, you're remembering what you saw from the previous band, and then you're expecting the next band to kind of even take it a step further, and that's not what happened. So it was a little bit disappointed for me from that angle. But when I look specifically just at the performance, there's nothing for me to point at. It was a great performance by Whitechapel. And then comes Lorna Shore, the one that everybody's been waiting for, playing Pain Remains from start to end. And Lorna Shore has not only grown in popularity, they've grown in venue sizes, they've grown in the sizes of the tours and how many tickets they sell. This is just a band that keeps on growing. I honestly don't know. I don't know where the limit is. I don't know what their ceiling is. Hopefully they don't have one, so they can continue to grow and expand and do things that are not at the reach of a lot of other metal bands. And to see them tonight at History, the biggest venue that they've ever played in Toronto, was really cool. At least the biggest venue indoor, and definitely the biggest one that they've played as a headliner. So it was nice to see that they've grown also as far as their stage production is concerned. A more elaborate stage for this tour, which I think fits the band really well. It gives them all a chance to have their own little space to do their own little thing. So I honestly liked what I saw from the stage production. I think there's room for them to do even more. I think there's room for them to do even better. I would like to see them include some background screen where some stuff is playing that follows the motif of the songs. Specifically when you're doing an album like Pain Remains from start to end, not having something in the background that plays off of what the theme of the album or the themes of the songs are, I think it's a little bit of a missed point. I think that would have elevated the stage production and the show to an even higher level. But like I said, they're a band that I've seen the growth and I've seen the development of what they offer visually from a stage standpoint with every single tour they've been on. So this is definitely a step up. Whoever goes to this show and seen them before, you're going to realize that there's been an evolution, even in the way the guys are dressed, even in the way they present themselves. There's also been an evolution from that standpoint. They look all a lot more uniform with one another. There's more a sense of togetherness. There's more of a sense of a team, not just a bunch of guys kind of doing their thing. So there's a more professional outlook from the band right from the get-go. Now, as far as the performance is concerned, there was some glitches at the beginning, but nothing major. They played their set, and it was really nice to see some songs, like I said before, that they had never played live up until the start of this tour. So it was nice to hear the whole album live in sequence from beginning to end. It was a treat. It was something different. This is a really important album for them. It's an iconic record, if you will. It's an album that's really set them on a completely different path from where they were before. So it's not out of the realm of ideal to do a tour based on this record. This is a very important album. It's an album that has transcended the genre. So I honestly feel like this was a great idea, great move. And like I said, for fans of the band, this will get you a chance to hear all of these songs live, songs that perhaps in the future, for sure, you're not going to be hearing them, because as they release more records, the set lists are going to change, and there's no way you're going to hear every single thing from this outstanding record as you can do now by attending this show. I thought Will Ramos was phenomenal, super energetic, interacting with the audience, doing his thing, great vocal delivery. He always amazes me with how Smoothie makes things look. All the guys were solid. Great drum sound on this tour as well, and the guitar sounded phenomenal. Some of the background stuff, like the more symphonic orchestral stuff, still has an impact live, but it's not as well defined as it is in the studio, but that's totally expected, so it's not a big issue. I thought overall they were super tight with their set, a lot of fun to see them live. And one of the things that I took back from seeing them, for example, is that a lot of people were kind of like in awe. They were just taking it all in. So there was still a lot of, you know, the pit was still alive and well. There was still a lot of crowd surfers, but I saw a lot more people just kind of taking a step back and just enjoying and really taking it in, the experience of hearing this album live. And I think that is an interesting dynamic for a band that really demands a lot out of the audience, and people really get into it when they go to a Lorna Shore show. But having this specific set list, having this specific album being played out, really, I believe it's really going to affect the audience, because it's going to put people more in that moment of, I want to absorb everything that I can from this show and not miss any little detail. So I kind of noticed that dynamic. It was already a little bit of that there with Whitechapel. It became even a lot more noticeable with Lorna Shore. This is it, guys. Great show, great evening. I had a blast. So once again, in the description of this video, the tour dates will be there. Go check out the show, go check out the tour. Let me know if you're planning on it, if you've seen it. Use the comment section, just hit me up. And also let me know which song of Pain Remains are you more excited to hear live for the first time, if it is one of those that hasn't been played yet. So let me know, and I'll see you all at the next video. Take care, guys.